Read.
Here we go. Check.
Now a carry for Portis. This will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run it here with Portis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
Watch his flat.
Here's Portis. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101, because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 50. Stay with your man.
Go.
Looking to throw. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Here's more on the return.
You ain't doing nothing today.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football.
Yo, son. 58. 58's Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Yo, lady. Under crunch. Under 10. 10.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Red 80. Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's get in there. Quick dash.
Come.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson.
I got you, boy.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 58, Mike.
Yo, lady.
This ball back for the offense. Let's go. Jam it.
Yo, lady.
Check.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Sack. Yo, lady. Go. Yo, lady.
Check.
Yo, lady. Hey, Foxtrot.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And a throw right sideline is complete. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Go! Sponge! No!
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold, escaping the pressure right. Now and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Big grip.
Running right, Portis. And all the way down to the 37. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 37-yard line.
Gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Texans.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pull it high. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. 6-0 our score after one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get up.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Double tight. We got 3.
Throwing on first down. Eason, the tight end Kelsey, was the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Back to throw. Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Go, now.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Showing it. Showing it.
Shoot.
A run with Portis. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. He's got it with the 15. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the run. He's coming.
Get it.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returning it is Moore. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the red ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Delaney.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go. 8 read.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, exit.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now. Ready.
On 3rd down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Houston. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw on second down. Eason, he's letting, that's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, ready.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give left side, it's Portis. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of...
It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Charlie.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Let's get the ball. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, defense.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Up to Moore. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Greystone, Travis.
Let's get it. Motion, motion, motion. Reset. Red 80. 50.
Smooth.
58's Mike.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running right, Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run. And boy, they were successful.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Blue draw Porter. Let's go.
They hand it off to Portis, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Come on, set. 60 yards.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Whip. Watch the whip.
Lead River.
To throw on third down. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
A big play there. 51 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? Who that? Mike's 50. Check pass.
Hey.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Shoot!
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
80 weapon.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 31, check 31.
Get it.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Sam on. Fight.
On 4th down, Eason. He's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Back to throw, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against it. That's been difficult for them all game long.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On the give, here's Portis. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Hey, look at me, zipper. Ready?
On fourth down, Eason. He finds his target, Fuller. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Hey.
Safe.
Hey, Jet. Hit it.
On first down, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who
60
can
out
move
wide.
around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
60 or.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
All day, punk.
Watch twist.
Red 80. Slam.
Red 80.
Check that.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, buddy.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
61, matchbox, lights.
Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Ready.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tight down. There you go.
Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far. 4th down, let's see what's in store here. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Johnson running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.